welcome back, welcome back. Always love having you on the show. I want to talk to you about Broadway, Oh Mary. I want to talk to you about Widow's Bay. How are the family? How are the kids?
They're great. I have two daughters. They're 5 and 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, their names are Mary and Maggie, which is so confusing, and I don't know why I named two kids with the same letter.
Too late now.
Yeah, I know. The younger one was supposed to be Georgia, and then my nurse, whose name was Maggie, and I haven't told her this, so Maggie at Mount Sinai East, I named my daughter after you because I was on so many drugs.
But you did it. They're good.
Yeah. But they're great. I mean, I grew up with two brothers, and so I thought two daughters would be like whispering feelings and braiding each other's hair. I live in fear of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're like two Joe Pesci's. Makeup had to cover. I've like scratches all over me. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah,
my
this
God.
is a cry for help.
Yeah. Well, welcome. That's what our show's here for.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate you. You just got nominated for an Emmy for Widow's Bay. Not
Thank you.
shabby, but
Thank
your
you so much.
4th Emmy nomination.
Yes. Yeah.
You're very good. People love you. What is that like on the morning when they're announcing the nominations? Are you nervous?
I'm only in one episode. I'm nominated for the guest comedy category. So I sincerely was not expecting it at all. And I told my husband, I was like, I got nominated for an Emmy today. And he goes, whoa, for what? It's like, for what? There's a guest
chill,
category.
Dude. Yeah. There's lots of great things I've done. Yeah, it could be numerous things. But now that you're nominated for all these awards and you're on Broadway, do you get recognized on the street and everyone's like, yo,
I get recognized sometimes. I feel like I'm in a certain category where there's like 5 of us that really we all look like Benedict Cumberbatch's mean sisters. Like there's like interchangeable, like we all get recognized as each other. And one time I was at some event and I was in line, there's like, you do the red carpet and then you get in line for whatever to enter.
Right?
Yes. And there was a producer-y, headset-y, wonderful person who came over and was like, oh, you don't have to wait in this line. Like, come over, link arms with me. And she was like, I just have to say, and she got choked up. She was like, you're one of my favorite actors, and your work every time you're on screen, you just hit it out of the park. And I just think you're kind of changing the art form. And like, my ego is like bigger and bigger and bigger. I was like, are we hearing this? This is amazing. And she leads me to what I thought was my table and leads me to the chair, and it just says Jodie Comer. And she was like, have a great night, Jodie. And I was like, thank you so much.
I'll take it, but
Just
I'm not.
take it. Yes.
You get mistaken for Jodie Comer.
All the time, which is such a compliment to me. She's incredible
she's
and like
amazing.
one of our finest actors. Actually, at the DMV, like 2 days ago, this guy, I was waiting in the long, hours-long line at the DMV, and a cop was like, "Killing Eve," and I was like, "Oh yeah," and he was like, "You're Jodie Comer," and I was like, "If I were Jodie Comer, could I cut this line?" And he goes, "Nope." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. He goes, well, then I'm not Jodie Comer. Okay, I'm Betty Hilton. Yeah, and I'll wait in this
I
line.
should have done a British accent. Yeah.
Just do it. But last time you were on the show, you were getting ready for Oh Mary.
Yes.
You were taking over for Cola Scola.
Yeah.
And you crushed it, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. The time of my life. Thank you.
Great reviews. Everyone loved it. And then I saw this photo came out of people that come to see you after the show.
Yes.
Do you like knowing that anyone's coming to see you?
Well, I feel like earlier in my theater career, I was more neurotic, if you can fathom it. But I wouldn't want to know who was coming. But Oh Mary, it's such a collective kind of concert of joy experience that there's not as much room for personal neuroses, I would say. But I had a rule. I was like, I think if like Meryl Streep comes, I don't want to know. I'll just be in my head.
Yeah.
And the last week of Oh Mary, I was doing Office Romance, this J-Lo rom-com, and I knew she was coming that night. And the person doing my wig who was new was like, oh, you know J-Lo's coming. Well, then you know Meryl Streep's here too. And I was like, no!
Tell me the one rule I have.
Yeah.
The one and only. Look at this. Meryl Streep. Look at
quite
that.
a night.
Come on, bud.
Yeah. Yeah. But that.
Martin Short.
Yes. So
J-Lo.
This is Tony Mocht. He plays Simon. He's been in it since the original production. And he told me, he was like, every night just peek out and pick one person in the audience and do it for them. So the night that I was freaking out about Meryl, I was like, the woman in the hoodie with glasses, this is for you. Like just some random person in the second row.
Oh, I thought Meryl Streep was wearing a hoodie and glasses.
That would be
I was
awesome.
Like, that's so fun.
Yeah, she's that good.
Yeah, she just
maybe
wears
it
a
was
hoodie.
her.
Yeah. Well, you crushed it. And now here you are. Widow's Widow's Bay, nominated for 19 Emmys.
I know it. It's
Holy
amazing.
moly.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Being in one episode, I feel like I can properly brag without it being bragging about myself, or maybe it's stolen valor. But I'm just so, it's given me renewed faith in our industry that something this unique and original and
Fresh.
strange is having such mainstream success. Everybody should watch it if they haven't. It's
really fun.
An amazing show.
Here's your character. This is Sarah Westcott Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want to give it away. Well, how do we explain who she is? We can, right?
Well, yeah,
So it's tricky.
Yes, it's without spoiling it. It's a flashback episode. The rest of the show is contemporary, but this is sort of the origins of the town. And I'm in my sobbing in a bonnet era of my career, and
This is where
I belong.
It's it's funny, but it's also spooky.
Yes.
The guy wants to have tourists come to the town.
Yes, yeah. He's the mayor of Widow's Bay, and it's a haunted island, and
He doesn't want to tell anyone that it's haunted. 'Cause
Yes.
He wants people to move there.
yes, right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Played
very-
brilliantly by Matthew Rhys, and
He crushes
Cato
it,
Flynn,
too.
Dale Dickey, yeah.
Oh, my. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Betty Gilpin in Widow's Bay. Take a look.
Richard is alive!
Yes, we noted that with some distress. Be not afraid. This committee can be trusted.
Oh, then you all must listen. He is not consorting with the devil. He is the devil. I saw him struck with a knife again and again, but he died not. For the good of every man, woman, and child, you must make haste and stop him immediately. There is a secret tunnel that leads to the house. There is a well at the far southeastern edge that will grant to serve you passage. You must send 10 good, strong men.
That's how you do it. Betty Gilpin, everybody. Widow's Bay is streaming now on Apple TV. We'll be right back with Role Models. Stick around.